I see you. Peekaboo. Hey, it's time for math. Are you guys ready? Yesterday we ended with, I asked you a question. What comes after 7? Did I hear 8? You are right. 8. Not like you ate something. The number 8. 8 comes after 7. And it is just one more than 7. Let's take a look. I want to show you something. Look at our very colorful page. We are on page 143, and you can see lots of colored balls around the outside. I'm going to teach you something today. We're going to learn how to draw a 10 frame, okay? So first, I like to say we're going to draw a rectangle. Do you know what a rectangle is? It has 4 sides and 4 corners, but 2 sides are long and 2 sides are shorter. So we're going to try here to do that, okay? So I drew a rectangle. It's not a perfect rectangle. Then I'm going to divide my rectangle in half and turn it into 2 French fries. Are you ready? Watch this. Right down the middle. They kind of are close to the same size. Now I'm going to space out 4 lines on here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I only made 4 lines, but I turn it into 5 boxes on each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want to see that again? Watch. Let's do it again. I'll do it again. You watch me, because I know some of you may have had a little bit of trouble with it. So we're going to draw a rectangle first. A rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides, okay? You turn that rectangle into 2 French fries by drawing a line right down the middle. And then we're going to draw 4 lines up and down. Ready? 1, give it some space, 2, 3, and 4. That's all we want because we only want 10 boxes. So let's talk about the number 8. I need to put in 8 counters. So let's start on the top. We start on the top on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to keep going on the bottom row. 6, 7. Should I stop there? No, we're not talking about 7 today. We're talking about 8. So I need to add 1 more. 8 is 1 more than 7. Now, I'm going to show you what an 8 looks like. And if you want to try to draw it, you can. It's a little bit tricky. You guys have done a little bit of it already with Mrs. Duncan. An 8 is like making an S. So if you have an S in your name, you're way ahead of the game, okay? There's my S. Now, I'm going to connect across the railroad tracks. So I'm going to connect this to there, to the others, to where I started. And that is the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It only leaves 2 spots for filling the 10 frame. Let's go ahead and move on to the next page. And you can always come back and practice drawing those 10 frames if you'd like. Okay, on this page we have the number 8. There it is. We just practiced writing it. Start at that dot, curve around, stop, curve around again, and cross the tracks to make the number 8. E, this is a really tricky word. E-I-G-H-T. E-I-G-H-T. That's how we make the number 8, or how we spell the number 8, I'm sorry. So 8 is 5, a 5 frame, and 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 red and 3 more make 8. Okay, Down here at the bottom, you need to place counters in that 10 frame to model an 8. Okay, so you can either place your counters in there, your math counters, or you can draw them. I'm going to draw them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, 8 leaves 2 blank at the end. So there's the number 8. You guys are cruising along. Let's go on to the next page. Ready? Here we go. We are now on page 145. And if you remember, this is the page that takes us a little while to do. We're going to break the number 8 down into 2 sets. We're going to break it into 2 numbers that when we have those 2 numbers together, they will make the number 8. So first, let's start by tracing the 8 because it is always good to have lots of practice to get good at something. So we're going to trace that number 8. We're going to spell it E-I-G-H-T, 8, because Miss Vogel says that's a tricky one, so we have to practice that one a lot. Now, I've talked to you about this before. I don't have a yellow marker, so I'm going to turn my yellow counters into green counters, okay? And we're going to use red and green. We're going to count. We're going to have so many reds and so many greens, and the total has to equal 8. So let's start with, I'm going to start with something I don't think we've done yet. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start with 8 reds. If I have 8 reds, how many yellow or how many greens am I going to have? It's a trick question. I'm going to have 0 because I only want there to be 8 counters. So if I have 8 of them red, I'm not going to add any greens. So 8 reds and 0 greens equals 8. Now, let's take away one of those reds and make it green. Now, how many reds do I have? I have 7. Very good. And how many greens do I have? Just 1. I only have 1 green. 7 reds and 1 green. Now, do you remember this? Are you seeing the pattern here? This, if we take 1 away each time, these are going down by 1, but we're adding 1 to this side, so these numbers are going up by 1. So let's go back here. We're going to erase another red. You guys could just flip yours or change them out depending on what counters you have. And we're going to make another one green. Now, how many reds do you spy up here? There's a whole row of 5. 5 and 1 more makes 6. So there are 6 reds. And how many greens? 2 greens. 1, 2. So 6 reds and 2 greens equals 8. 8, 7, 6, or 0, 1, 2. See, those are going up and these are going down. All right, we have room for 1 more. I'm going to take that away and make that one green. Now, how many reds do you see? I see 5. That whole top row is full, 5. 5 reds. And how many greens? 3. 1, 2, 3. So 5 reds and 3 greens. Now, you could keep going. There are other ways to do this. We could do 4 and 4, or you can then actually do the flips of all of these too. So you could do it. You don't have to have these ones. If you want to come do some more and practice more, you could do that as well and come up with other pairs of numbers that equal the number 8. Let's keep on moving along to page 146. This is our last page, boys and girls. We are going to look at the top and we are going to find all the sets that show 8 balls. Okay, they're sorted by color. There's blue, There's like a greenish yellow, a red, and an orange. So we're going to find all of the sets. That's a big math word, sets. That's another word for group. We're going to find all the sets that equal 8, and we'll circle them, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will circle that because that is a set of 8. I also want you to notice we could break this up. Let me erase that really quick because sometimes it's really important to talk about visually what we see. I could have grouped this into a set of 4 and a set of 4. And my friends who are super smart that are already adding 4 plus 4 would equal 8. Okay? Another way you may have seen it is not just a cross like that, but you might have seen it like a set of 4 here and a set of 4 here. Okay? Or you could have done 6 and 2 more. Lots of different ways we could visually see this, but we've already ultimately counted them all, and we know that there are 8. So we will circle that set of 8. Let's go ahead and look at these. I see a row of 3 and a row of 3. 3 and 3, and then 2 more. So we can count or you can add if you are my adders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another set of 8. So we will circle that one. Look at that red set. What do you notice from yesterday's lesson when we talked about this? Do you see it? Do you see a set of 6 like on a domino? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know that is not a set of 8, so we will not circle that. Last, let's go to that set of orange balls. This one would be kind of hard. We could see a 3 here and then 5 here for my adders. Otherwise, we can just go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another set of 8. So let's go ahead and circle that. We found all the sets of 8. Last but not least, we do this as we finish up with a number. You're going to draw to show what you know about the number 8. And there are 3 different things we've learned so far. We could first start with the number. That's the easiest one, right? We make an S first, and then we cross. There's the number 8. Now, remember Ms. Vogel said that word 8 is really tricky. You can flip back a couple pages and you can find it. You can copy it here. There are 5 letters. Bum, 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 bum. Okay? Bum, 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 bum. E, I, G, H, T. E, I, G, H, T. Might take you a little bit longer. E-I-G-H-T. And the other thing, let's start with making a 10 frame to show what 8 looks like. Can you guys do that? Let's practice it again. Let's make a rectangle. Mom or dad can help you if you're getting frustrated, if this lesson's getting too long for you. They can help you, but help them with the directions. Tell them what they need to do. We draw a rectangle first. Then what are we going to divide it into? 2 French fries. So draw a line right down the middle. 2 French fries. 1, 2. What else are we going to draw? How many lines do we draw up and down? 4. We're going to space it out. We don't want to squish them all together. We want to space them out to use all of the space. So 1, you might even be able to put like a finger. And then 2, and then 3, and 4. And there's our 10 frame. Now let's fill that 10 frame with 8 counters. Remember when we start, we're going to start on the top row on the left and go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do I go? I go back to the beginning. 6, 7, 8. When we have 8 counters in there, we know we'll have 2 left at the end because we're almost to 10. 8, 2 more would make 10. 8, 9, and 10. That's a lot of information. You guys, we're getting so big with our numbers. The numbers that we're learning are getting to be so big. We will finish up with 8 tomorrow, and then we'll see what comes next after that. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Good luck on your homework. Some of the same things you'll be making those dividing up or breaking apart and figuring out all the numbers or all the ways, Miss Vogel can't talk, all the ways to make 8. So you can use 2 different colors, whatever colors you'd like, and finish up on the back with a little bit of review. Mom or dad or someone at home might need to read to you. You might need to circle a number because you might need to do some comparing to decide if a number, which one is greater or which one is less. But mom or dad can figure that out by reading it at the bottom. Have a great night. I'll see you later.